As you were saying, dude, what were you saying?
So do you remember when I was into like that anime porn shit where it was the citrus show and it
Oh,
was the girl trying to see
wait,
if you
was
could
it
set
porn?
up?
Or wait, was
It
it?
wasn't porn.
No,
See?
no,
Yes.
no. You said because you say porn, and I know exactly what you're talking about. But didn't you
See?
clarify that it literally wasn't porn whatsoever? It was just like super love, like romance.
It was them being shy around each other, where then finally at the end they were into each other. But I got no type of actual like going at it type anything. And I've never been so disappointed. So I thought Citrus was bad. But no, 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 no. That season on Netflix, the Cowboy show, is much worse. TVMA? For what? I even told Meg, I go, Meg, at this point, if I saw a penis, I'd be okay with it. Because
Yeah,
at
like
least you're
then.
giving me a reason. It's like, oh, there's some dick in the show. I would get it, but you're not even showing anything. So, one male butt is TVMA. Fuck you. That's impossible.
No, I don't know, man. I mean, that's cheek, straight cheek, dude. Come on.
Tom showed us that at Smallville, and that's TV 14.
It was different times back then. Different
What do you mean it's
times.
different time? It's only cheek. It's male butt. Male butt's not even that great butt. I have never been so mad at a show ever. I really have. Since Citrus, obviously.
Fucking citrus. I completely forgot about that, dude. That's a throwback right there.
Yeah. By the way, if you're an audience member, please don't look that up. I feel like you'll have really harsh judgments of me after that. And I think that it would change your opinion. So please don't look that up. That's not one of the things I'm recommending. It's what Taylor did in the past.
Um, no, we should look that up.
I
I
wouldn't
think
look
we
it
should look it
up.
up.
I
Everyone should
wouldn't.
look it up. He knows exact. You'll get exactly what Taylor's about on his downtime. All right. We talk about movies and comics. No, this is what he's really doing.
This was like 10 years, 2 years ago.
Oh, so he doesn't even know, dude, because he's just like all time warp. He does it so often. He does it so often. But yes, oh. But you know what's so great is eternal. To be so eternal. To be what's eternal in here? Like, is it Davis?
Davis,
Is it Chloe and Davis's love? Is it Chloe's
dude,
shitty character arc?
dude.
Is it? You know what? Wait, real quick before we start, I just want to throw this in there. I'm gonna have this later. I watched Sinners, and I have a fun fact regarding Smallville with Sinners. Just wanted to throw that
This
out
better
there.
be
All
good.
right. Oh, it's great. It's great. And then you do need to watch it. I'm very curious of what you would think about that movie.
Yeah, I've heard plenty of things that it could even be considered overhyped. So I'm very interested in going into it, what I feel like I'm going to be getting, and then what I actually get.
Well,
I
I'll just
Is
start
it as
off
good as
real.
Citrus?
Uh, Tough. That's debatable, dude. That's debatable. I don't know. I didn't get really into the minutia of citrus, but what I read was juicy.
Okay.
But I will say though, I did come out saying I think the movie is slightly overhyped, but it's definitely worth watching it in the theater. I definitely came out there. I was like, that was solid. Like that's a
Well,
pretty
that's
good
all that
movie.
matters these
Yeah,
days.
like a solid movie. I mean, the kind of twist and concept Ryan Coogler did into it. It's very nice. Um, yeah, it kind of reminds me.
So better
Uh,
than Twilight.
it literally reminds me like of
Of Twilight?
From Dusk Till Dawn mixed with Django mixed with Black Panther.
How-
Like sprinkle of Black Panther in there, dude.
So there's Vibranium.
Yeah, dude, they're in Wakanda. That's the end credit scene, the post credits. That's like they find out they're in Wakanda.
It's like the village.
Oh, we didn't know this was here the whole time. They like stumble
What
upon
a
it.
twist. I wonder if there's a
Totally retarded.
person in this too. By the way,
Look at
that's
him.
real. That's not even me talking. That's really in the movie.
Maybe.
The village. The village.
Like, I need to clarify. We're gonna make sure we're talking about the village. Okay.
Yeah. I'm because again, I can't make that real comparison to any movie unless it was Simple Jack. But Simple Jack is not a real movie, so the only one it could be is The Village.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Eternal. Man, we're here.
All right.
We're
So
hitting the tail end of
Okay.
season 8, and
Joseph,
woo! Episode 18, man. Come on.
all right, we're going back to Joe. All right.
Eternal.
Here
Joe's
we go,
always
baby. We're coming out tonight.
I mean, fuck, dude. Clark does act weird in this episode, to be honest.
Okay, so hold on. A few things about the episode itself, but I do want to point this out. Joseph, I have a way I could like it. I have a way that I would still hate Chloe, but definitely not as much. I would just
I
think she
wonder
was
if we
sick.
thought the same thing. I'm curious what you're about to say. Yeah, I wonder if we thought the same thing.
It's better if Jimmy's dead. It's better if,
Yeah, he's not in the picture. He's not just like out back.
but it's the fact that he's alive is for me what I could never ever get over. If you would have killed him and then made her like love his killer, I would think like she's sick in the head. This is gross, but okay, all right, we're getting somewhere where could be some type of Stockholm syndrome. Either
and
way,
that's a good dark turn to someone's
Yes.
arc. Like because
That
you're
would-
grieving, right? And then what you fall
Yes.
right into it. Yeah.
the monster is the one that killed your husband in order to be with you. So that would make it love in a way. I could get into that. The fact that he's alive is why every single scene I'm like, you're a horrible person.
Yeah,
This
no,
is
no, no, no.
awful.
This is exactly what was supposed to happen, dude. We keep Jimmy alive, put his face on the white dog crap on the ground, and then push his face into it to make him eat it. And that's what we keep doing. But we don't kill him. We don't kill him. Just maybe some waterboard. Maybe.
Here's the thing. Even when it proves that he's right and everyone realizes, you know what we're not going to do? Don't tell Jimmy.
We won't call him. We're
We're not going to tell him. I'm not going to confess that you were right about it. I'm not going to beg for you because at that point, once you found out he was right, you should be doing that. But it's the fact that he's alive is you're horrible. I would never trust you ever if I was near you, around you ever. If Jimmy had died, I'm into it. This is disgusting, but you know what? It's kind of hot. There's a darker twist, though. It's making it kind of, again, it's weird, sexy, dark horror. I'm
you
all
know
about it.
You know it's so dark and sexy, dude? Tess, bro. Tess coming in here and just being
I don't know who this person is. Who
It's
is
like,
this?
hey, Davis, I've been watching you. And you're good.
For how long? Also, she figured out a riddle that the Luthors couldn't figure out. We have another retcon. This is the half
Ultimate
season of
retcon,
retcons.
bro.
This is crazy. How many things have we changed in a half season? How many things are we changing at this point?
Well, I mean,
we
did it last season too, man. This is what they did in the last half also.
This was a big one.
No, we're back, baby. We're back. You know it's eternal. You know it's truly eternal. Veritas is back, baby. Back and better. Wouldn't you say?
You know, and apparently Lex had a great childhood. He was hanging out with a different kid every fucking week. I mean, I don't know what he was crying about the entire time.
Are you kidding me? They all got treated like Emily. All we saw was Emily in this episode, dude.
Also, Lionel would have never done this.
Lionel so would have done this.
Leave him alone.
Leave him alone? Yeah, if his test ended up normal, yeah. Spoiler.
What happened to my driver?
Ate him. He ate him, so there was no trace. No trace.
What do you mean there's no trace?
He ate the
But
car,
there was
too.
multiple people there. That's
He
my
ate
other
the car, too, dude.
Lionel would have never stopped. Lionel would have been like, wait, what just happened?
Or what if he had already been burying the bodies that long ago, so he just went back to the cornfield and buried it way back.
He was
back
9. I don't
yeah,
even know
but
if he
he's
was,
like,
he
he's a
may have been
beast,
even
so he
younger.
goes back to where he landed.
There's no way that would have happened. That
Bro, what do you know, dude? What do you know?
This
All
is
right.
so sloppy, the way this is just inserted. And Joseph, you know what? Why does it have to go back to that? We don't have to have him arrive that way. He could have even come down in the second meteor shower and you could have done it this way. Why does it have to be with Clark? Also, because the thing that I do hate, I can't lie. Shout out Kawachi. Shout out Kyla. I miss you.
Mm.
Kyla, my white wolf. I'll do anything. I'll do anything.
Oh wait, so
I
wait, perfect segue because you just mentioned there. That's crazy. That's crazy. So yeah, in Sinners, there's literally one scene in the movie where Jeremiah Bullfrog pops up, dude. Has a good couple minutes on screen. And I was like, yo, wait, what? Smallville crossover? Maybe it was his ancestor or something. I don't know. But it was that dude, Nathaniel Arkin, who played Jeremiah Bullfrog. He's eternal. Think about that, dude.
Are you done? That was not anything that I was actually saying, and I feel
You
insulted that I
mentioned
was.
Kyla.
Yeah. I thought you were going to talk about
The
Kyla, not bring it
Kawachi,
back.
bro.
Jeremiah Bullfrog is not the
All right,
person I thought you were going to bring
I'll
up.
bring him back up when they talk about the Kawachi caves later.
Do you like the twist they made that with Noman and
Um,
Sagid? Do you like that change? Because
no,
for
because then
me,
it's shitting on the whole
no.
thing of the dagger and the arch nemesis. Like that goes away. Shout out Jeremiah
Every
Bullfrog.
everything goes away. So, because that would mean Indians are dumb, Luthers are dumb, everyone that looked at that cave painting, dumb.
Yeah, they did not understand Kryptonians at all.
Joseph, let me finish. Tess, genius.
She is, dude. I don't know why you're making jokes like she's not. Like she's
Okay.
hella smart, dude.
Okay. All right. I guess I don't have a problem with it. I'll just go back to what I said earlier this season. If she was like this from the start, okay. If she was this obsessed about Clark, like how she was in the deleted scene where she stops by the barn, okay,
Oh,
I'm in. But she's done that like twice, and we're on episode 18.
dude, stop. Don't question Tess, dude. She knows what she's
Dude, she
doing.
was crying. Spoiler, she cries to him.
Why wouldn't you tell me?
Like, I'm sorry, but that's a little intense, a
Did I
little quick.
mention my dad used to beat me? Shout out Tess. We all got problems. Am I right?
Clark is standing there. No, no.
No, not again. I told you I was gonna bring it up.
I didn't offer you a drink.
Yeah. Wait. What the fuck? Yeah, but dude, Eternal, man. So many callbacks because Kawachi, Eternal, dude. Jeremiah
Retcon.
Bullfrog,
Guachi
Kyla,
retcon.
Eternal.
Jeremiah retcon. Everything retcon. All
The
right, that's what we
dagger,
do.
the dagger of Naman, fucking retcon, dude.
Retcon. You know what? It didn't mean anything stupid.
Yeah, yeah. Sagith, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, you know what? It came down with Clark. It wasn't any of you two idiots. We could
Yeah,
st-
it's crazy how the Kryptonians literally looked at us earthly beings, aka the Kawachi, and were like, "Y'all are idiots. Can't wait to show y'all." Hey, yo, this is what we're doing. This is what we're gonna do later. Like, yeah, we're gonna make a nice little blueprint.
You think it's one of you? Morons.
Stupid idiots. You know we're all white, right? That's what
I,
I don't know. I think old
I don't
Kryptonians were racist for sure.
I don't know why we had to go this far back in order to make this work. I don't think
It's
we needed to do
because
that.
they had the best callback moment of all time, which was what, Bride or the one before? Which one was it? Where
What?
Chloe's losing her mind, her memories. It's Eternal Sunshine.
Wait, that's man, this episode. I
Well, no,
don't
I was
know if
thinking about that because they had the best callback in that episode where they talked about how Clark and Chloe basically first kiss met in the barn.
did we talk about that again?
No, I'm just saying.
I was like, damn, do they really do that shit?
I'm
Are
saying
you
they're trying to
kidding?
match that callback level, dude. In Abyss. Oh, that's what it was, Abyss.
So we've retconned everything.
No, they're trying to make it a cool callback with like Veritas and Kawachi's, and they're just thinking like, yo, we had the best callback in Abyss. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
You're actually even reminding me. So you're trying to say that Tess is smarter than everybody that was a part of Veritas.
Yeah, dude. Swans, Queens, the Teagues, even that stupid little kid Davis was, all of them, dude. They're all Veritas.
They're all idiots compared to Tess.
Yeah, dude. Are you kidding me?
Tess
I mean,
was
if
able
you really
to
think about it,
Joseph, she saw pictures in a book.
Genevieve sucked, dude. So, Tess had to step up for sure.
Gotta bring it home for the redheads, I guess.
Yeah, dude. Like, are you kidding me? First, her and Jason, they suck, dude. She had to redeem herself.
You also need to figure out how to make it so that this whole episode with us talking is exactly like the show. I thought this was a Goosebumps episode for the music in the background that's reoccurring the entire time. I couldn't believe it. This scene with Davis and Chloe, when it opens up, unless there's another TV on in my house and I'm going crazy and there's somebody living upstairs, it truly was like, do
you remember in Black Klansman where they had that like softcore porno music always repeating itself? Oh my god, that's what this was.
This was happening the entire time, and it was if Davis is in the room.
Well, I'm gonna play it loud so we can get it when we go to those scenes.
I felt like I had to turn the volume up even louder so that I can hear what they were saying. The music was so damn loud.
Is eternal, dude. Even the sounds, bro. You know what I mean?
But you go back to Clark was weird. I thought scenes looked like they had the dreamy light in the background. I did not know if what I was watching was actually real.
Man, that's Smallville for you. Am I right? Always pulling a fast one on you.
The second half of season 8.
Remember how much promise we had this season?
Dude, you know what? I'll still stand by it. The first 10's masterpiece. Like, I'll never be able to get over the first 10. I think the first 10 is absolutely beautiful. I said it from the start. Even if episodes after this don't meet my expectations, I'm okay with it because that first 10 is so good. It's so good for me. This, it's not like I feel like a chore like last season. I feel like the second half of last season, I was starting to get mad. This part, it's just got me confused. I think I'm just all over the place.
You're grieving, dude. I think you just got your heart broken. That's why.
They've changed the character. They've changed 2 characters. I mean, I believe
2 characters
in a
you loved, bro. Like you loved them.
I thought they were absolutely perfect, and I will still stand by it. And he's dead in my mind. And this is just like a Black Mirror episode after. I just can't believe what they've done.
It's beautiful. It's almost impressive.
I'm so hurt.
But what else is eternal is the Somebody Save Me podcast. Because we're going to be forever. Forever in your hearts. Forever in your minds. Forever in your ears every week, dude. Okay? 2 nerdy idiots back again.
5 stars for eternal. Eternal stars. Spotless idiot.
Yeah, too bad they should have named Chloe's episode Eternal, because that would have been a cool reference.
They should have named this episode Eternal Whore, am I right?
I tell you what, her scandalous activities, bro, that's what's eternal, man. Those don't ever stop. But yes, thank you again for coming back. Shout out to the fans.
Second half about Chloe, by the way? Why is it focused on, look how crappy she can be. Why is she the main character right now?
Oh no, she probably put some cult leverage on them. Hey, give me a whole arc.
Your wives are a part of our group. Do it, or I'll murder
You gave
them.
Lana one. Give me one. You gave Kristen one. She's not even here anymore.
She went into some John Chu shit.
I'm in a cold. Listen to me, or I'll brand you.
Burn you, bitch.
Yeah. More script. More
If
days.
Allison Mack was going on the cruise, we would go.
Oh, absolutely, dude. I gotta see what's gonna happen.
That's the hardest ticket to get.
Bro, she's in high demand, I bet. I don't doubt that for a second. Alright, but yes, we're gonna go ahead and get started on Eternal. I'm ready, man. I'm ready to go over it again. I'm ready for that music. All right, we got to remember specifically, like, was it truly just Davis's scenes that has that music?
No, I'm not. Okay. I
I'm gonna play a
can't
little
remember
bit
if
right
it's
now
the
and see.
beginning part. Yeah, try it out. I don't think it does it. Never mind. Yeah, it's the same
Is it like
Goosey
the
Bumps.
piano? Like the piano part?
Yes, it's this in the background too, the choir.
Like, oh, I gotcha.
Dude,
Yeah,
this
it's
is
like the
going on the entire time.
So, okay, so we go to the Luthor mansion, right? And Tess is in her nightgown. She's reading by the fireplace in her office. And guess what?
She's looking at a picture book, Joseph.
Doug, when did Veritas have the time to publish a children's book? Like they
Who drew those? Who's the artist, assholes? Who's holding out?
Yeah, I know it ain't Lana. All right. Maybe it was Genevieve. Maybe it was the Teagues, man. Maybe they were really art majors.
That would make sense. I'd buy the Teagues into this. Okay.
Yeah, they did that. And then maybe the Queens published it with their money, dude. And then
Maybe. So you're saying this is an actual children's book?
Yes, dude, it has that fucking like Oprah gold stamp on it and everything, the blue sticker, whatever.
This was when Oprah was big, so it would be under everyone's chair.
Every child in America should own this book.
I
Veritas, we tell you about how we're going to abuse children from outer space.
I said this about a lot of like bad episodes that I do in the notes whenever something like this starts. When she held the Veritas book, I put in the note, Joseph, oh no. So that was
Oh no,
really
what? What's wrong with that?
Oh no, what are we doing? We were joking about Veritas last episode. I thought we forgot about it and it was just a joke.
Oh,
The
you
fact
thought
that it was
you thought I was joking, huh?
apparently you were foreshadowing things and you were spoiling but not spoiling because when it really did open up the Veritas, no way. No, we're not doing this again. I thought that was just a thing that they did at the last season because we couldn't think of anything. But the fact that it's back.
Season 7 is eternal, dude. Lex is eternal, brother. Veritas.
Lex is an idiot. Stop it. Tess is the genius.
He's garbage man, okay? He's smart as fuck. But yes, Tess is wide-eyed, reading this book as if she's reading it for the first time. Like, oh my god, the pictures are so amazing, wow. And now we're getting flashbacks of, what are we getting? Dude, pilot episode, bro. First day of the meteor shower.
And we see Lionel running up.
Beautiful hair, man.
It's gorgeous. I miss him. I miss him quite a bit.
I do miss Lionel, dude. I do miss Lionel.
And the thing is, I always will miss his reactions. And this scene even includes that where he walks up to the sun.
Dude, I was waiting for us to get to this moment so we could talk about that again. When it happened, I laughed again. I was like, man, he really does not try to hide it at all. Like, it's amazing. But yeah, we see, it's like high def now. They fucking remastered this scene, dude. It looks all crisp.
I thought it was redone. Is that a new kid?
No, that's not a new kid. It's the same kid.
Okay,
but
same kid.
I swear, it does look like high def, though, I feel like.
It looked like something was different. I thought they changed the kid in order to fit the later on scene that we get with him.
Oh, sorry. Lex. Are you talking about Lex?
Yeah. What other kid
Lex.
was in the scene?
Oh, I thought you were going to mean Clark, because, I don't know. They showed.
Oh, you mean Lex had a twin? That then the meteor struck him and then a twin form. By the way, I would completely believe that for what we're doing in this episode.
That'd be kind of cool, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, we already did it in Onyx. Another shout out to a great one.
Dude. Yeah, so apparently all flashback scenes of this episode take place from October 7th to October 12th, 1989. Rorschach's journal.
I killed a man. He was raping someone.
Raping is crazy. But yeah, so we got flashback. We got John Schneider and Annette O'Toole back again. John and Martha Kent, bro. Driving around. They're about to get whammied by one of the meteor rocks. But we see, of course, we flash forward. Lionel's looking for his kid, Lex. It is a different actor. Looks even more gross.
Cool. Yeah. They definitely said let's get a grosser kid.
It's honestly the kid they have been using recently. Remember how they did the swap? So that's the kid we saw in the Alexander episode when we're in his mind.
Oh, okay. I knew why I hated him. I was like, why is your face so punchable?
What do you mean, dude? He was so cool, man.
Yeah, you wouldn't tell you anything. Just follow me. That's a dark room. Come on, pussy.
Hey, I thought you were my friend.
Oh my God. By the way, another good episode.
Dude. Maybe. I don't know. What was that? Fracture? Damn, that was Fracture.
Yeah, it was Fracture last season.
What a good time. But yes, Lex
that was the only good time last season at the second half.
Burnt hair. Lionel shows his disgust. We see Lex wearing his Excelsior Academy outfit.
Loser.
Yeah, he's cue ball now. They're gonna go kill Duncan in 2 weeks.
Hey, Duncan deserved it. Never forget.
I mean, look what he ended up doing, dude. I think I'd have to agree.
He was a terrible person.
Shout out Duncan. He gave us the
totally retarded
episode, But yeah, so we see the Kents. They're flips upside down, and we have little Clark. Little flashback of little Clark, cute little kid. He's like, hey, y'all look like stupid idiots under that truck.
And then John and Martha are like, oh my God, we have a son. And that's the end of that scene. Or so we thought, Joseph.
Oh, now we get the extended cut. Oh, looks like something came down with young Clark. It looks like a giant pebble of shit. And guess what? It cracks open like fucking Alien, and it spews out just nothing but alien cum.
Okay, how long was he in that? And wouldn't Martha and John have seen him?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, if they have Clark now, I mean, you can hear him talking in the back. But, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to pass because you have The Rock. It's like, no one saw this. No one even saw the little rock he comes out of. Either way, basically, alien cum out the rock. It forms into an actual boy.
Who's naked.
He's naked as hell.
Why do we have to have him so naked? Why can't we just have it covered up a little bit? But they're wanting to emphasize, look, boy's naked. God, Who did this episode? Allison?
Also, what's up with the picture? How do you have a picture of that? Because we come out of the flashback, and it had a drawing of the boy. So I'm confused. Veritas,
what are you talking about? Veritas had that because they are the ones that found him. And that is why it's also strange to me. I thought he was in this position. Lionel was the one that ended up finding him exactly in this position, meaning this boy would have been something special, or he would have never let him out of his sight. So the fact that that picture is drawn, it has to go back to one thing. Lionel found him right next to the ship that way.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's not,
that's the thing too. How did John get the ship? How did John get the ship without Lionel knowing that?
Joseph, answer me that question.
That confused the hell out of me later. I was like, if Lionel saw and got the kid, how did he not see the ship?
Unless what they're saying to us, and this is probably what the audience, someone screaming at us, George, I can hear you. Jesus, keep it down.
He monitored the Kents. Let them have it. No, it's
what the prophecy stated would be. So the picture is just the description of a ship crashing and a boy on the ground.
Ah, gotcha. But you got to read between the lines like Tess, dude.
Yeah, Tess says, you guys are so stupid. So stupid. One boy, dumb. I figured it out.
Lionel was too blind. Remember when Lionel was blind, though? Yeah.
One
more blind than that.
+1 = 2.
There was two boys. Intro of the episode. Damn, Tess fucking solved it, dude. There was two boys.
How would she have solved that?
You ever heard of this crazy video? Two boys, one ship.
I have, and it's disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that rock of cum that on the crash site, dude.
That wasn't cum. How dare you? That was the human liquid that forms into a child.
Yeah, there's a word for that. Let's go.
Goo?
Let's just already go past the intro, dude. Because wait, do you have commercials?
No, I don't have commercials tonight. I know. I was fancy.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, dude. But yeah, intro's done. Somehow Tess solved a crazy riddle in that fucking children's.
Was it a riddle, Joseph? Apparently, like there was nothing that was mentioned of this, so I don't understand how this was a riddle at all. I figured it out. Was there a problem to solve?
I don't know, man. That picture looked like shit. I don't know what Tess was reading, dude. Could have been Arabic for all we know.
But that's my thing. I said, let's go back to this dude.
Or Hebrew.
Or it's probably Hebrew. She's blind. It's in
Braille.
Braille. Braille Hebrew. But let's go back to this though, Joseph. And this is why I even mentioned that whole prophecy thing. It's still the prophecy would say in a way the boy coming from the ship. It wouldn't say that there were two boys. So
yeah, I'm trying to see and understand how she came to the conclusion it was two. Or did it say two?
Unless she's going off of the Noman theory, but I didn't think the Noman theory ever stated that both boys came from the stars. I don't feel like that was.
Yeah, they'd always said one was going to be from the stars, but he always had a counterpart.
So she came up with her own theory, is what I'm thinking here.
I mean, to be honest, and kind of fair if you really think about it. It is kind of cool how everyone's had this different interpretation of how it's gone. Maybe that's obviously a key indicator of loss in translation type of thing. One, maybe someone else, a culture ended up finding out or interpreting in a way where, oh, it's only one guy coming down, but he has someone here, his counterpart. Maybe they misunderstood and didn't understand that, oh no, two are coming down of equal. They're going to be equal. I don't know.
You know what, though? This doesn't make me hate Tess now.
What, as far as what I just said? Like,
yeah.
Lost in translation type of thing?
Yeah.
She's coming up with her own...
coming up with her own conclusion.
Hypothesizing.
Okay. This isn't bad, and also she's taking the Mr. Glass approach at the same time, so it's hard for me to be able to hate that.
That's true. She's got balls. We need balls.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I can buy into that. It makes me like the test perspective a little more. I like you saying it's a theory, just somebody interpreting the history differently. Still, it makes, I mean, you want me to call Dr. Swan a moron? Like, I just can't. It's hard.
Dude, look, man. I mean, his own daughter did that
Kryptonian.
Shit. His own daughter did that too. She was like, my dad was kind of dumb. I'm better.
Who?
Yeah,
his daughter.
Fuck,
he never had a daughter.
No, he did.
A real daughter lasts more than one episode. Did he have a real daughter?
Yeah, no, he did.
Did she last more than one episode?
I think it was like 2 episodes, dude.
No, it was one.
No, maybe 2.
No, it was one. She got shot in the head at the end of the first.
Came and went.
Yeah, same episode.
Maybe. I'll give her 2 because, I mean, that was real.
She's as good as Bug Boy to me. Like that's the comparison I can make.
Whoa, dude. Bug Boy's gotten mentioned a lot, and his name's Greg. All right.
Okay, Greg.
But yes.
By the way, hold on, no. Before you go on, what's Dr. Swan's daughter's name? That's right. You don't even fucking know.
I want to say like Bethany or something.
You know, someone out there. Moron. It's bad.
Daughter, hold on, looking it up, dude. Patricia, that fucking whore, dude.
Yeah, slut.
Wasn't she kind of redhead, or was it just like a light brown?
His light brown.
I
I
love
like
it. It just says right here.
dead same episode.
Only only appearance. Luthor and Veritas.
Yeah, she was a liar. She wasn't really the daughter.
No, that was his daughter, dude.
That wasn't. You know what, Joseph? Let's go back to the Daily
Oh
Planet.
wait,
Damn it.
wait, wait. No, look. It says it was played by the little girl in the flashback. It was in another episode, so I think that counts, dude. Two
The
episode
one that
appearance
was
for the
played in
character.
hide and seek with them?
Yeah, I
That
mean
doesn't count, dude.
that's a different episode.
That doesn't count. That's not the same. Like
Jason was
that's
there. Jason was there. We got a whole season of him though.
yeah. Jason, no, not you, Jason, dude, Jason.
Dude, Patricia, 2 episodes. Look, you got more than one. That's technically it.
You know what? You know what? For the sake of this show, you're right.
Patricia is
You're right.
real, dude. Real daughter.
You're right. You're right.
I couldn't
Real
let you get
daughter.
away with that. That's fucked up. She came and Lex got a necklace he had no clue about.
Jesus Christ.
He's like, I'm gonna kill you for that little piece of jewelry you got on. I don't
Yeah.
know what it does.
I don't want my macaroni art.
Yeah, why'd you bring this? He like leaves it at her body.
He's the macaroni killer.
He kisses it. He puts lipstick on and kisses it.
Sounds
Sean
like
Patricia,
somebody
sorry,
else
we
I know, by the way. Let's go to the next scene.
Tess, so good looking when she's the boss. But yeah, no, I think I'll just take it from here. Tess seems upset already as Clark walks into her office at the
Doesn't
Daily
matter.
Planet.
Clark's determined, man. He's sitting there tapping his foot like, get
He
off the phone.
doesn't even give a shit. He's like, all right, cool. Hey, I think I'm ready for the front page, bitch. For real, give me mines. Give me mines. Clark comes in here aggressive, and I like it. He was very assertive and just saying, hey, you gonna give me the front page, lady, because I know how to write. I
All right.
found a stack of missing persons cases that no one is talking about. Now,
Oh, yeah?
I'm no cop, but I think the authorities should know about this.
Oh, yeah, Clark? But I guess the red, blue blur is going to be on this, right? Red, blue blur? Are you there?
Yeah, wink.
Are you red, blue blur? You like that?
Tess, for the 100th time, I don't know what you're talking about.
You guys wore the same outfit in high school.
Only Jimmy knows that.
Family photos, high school photos. I have it all.
Only Jimmy knows that, dude.
Lana and I are best friends. She sent them over.
That's true. Damn. The city is being attacked, Tess, and no one seems to care.
Jesus.
Like, all right, Clark.
By the way, he gets in her face.
He does. He like basically bends over the desk, like reaches all the way over, and he's like, "Hey, you know what I think? I think it's the same fucking person. Maybe animal. I don't know. Could be crazy. Let's
I
break
don't
the
have-
story. Let's break the story."
I have zero facts, but you know what? I found these bodies. It's something's out there, and we're gonna put this on the front page. What do you think it is, Clark? I don't know, but we're gonna put it on the front page. That's what he's doing right now in Tess as a
Is this
a
what
boss.
happens when Lois is gone? Like,
As a boss should. Clark, go sit down. Go back to your desk, please.
I feel like if Lois was here, she probably would have stopped him. Like, hey, maybe
She
we
would have
should-
never allowed him to go
I was
upstairs.
like, well, that's kind of a bad idea. You have like no facts. Like, no, I got something here, Lois. Like, but we're not cops. These is like for cops.
Oh yeah? So what? You covering it up?
Yeah. Yeah, why don't you care about these people that I don't even know about until like yesterday? You know? You're sweeping this under the rug. What do you have in this, Tess? What the you got some wagers going on? Count me in. What's up?
What I love though is that I then get confused with the conversation because Tess then looks at Clark. Another conspiracy theory? Oh yeah, you love those. Clark looks at her confused. I'm looking at her confused. Isn't she the one that comes up with all the theories on everything? And Clark is in there going,
You won't catch me in this web of lies, Clark. I've got you. What? Wait. Hold up. Wait, no. I'm confused, Tess. What are you saying to me?
Tess
But
really
that's what
does
I'm
say,
saying to you, Clark.
I'm not the liar. You're the liar.
Yeah.
Clark's left standing there like, okay, and then leaves because we're going to
And
the
then
next
scene
scene. Why don't we
cut.
have that finish?
That conversation was far from over.
No,
It was
it's
far.
like halfway through. That was halfway through the combo. I feel like there was a
I don't
lot
even
more
think we
than
reached half, dude. We were in an intro still, almost like. Well, yeah, maybe that was climax, if anything. I don't know.
Where was that supposed to go? Who won that conversation? Tested? Did Clark just turn around and say, I'm not telling you anything and leave?
Let's just start imagining that every time the scene cuts, they literally just stop talking immediately and just turn around and go away.
Clark lost that argument. Clark lost that conversation really bad.
All right, let's go to the crybaby. Let's go to the
Okay,
crybaby.
no. Joseph, turn this up.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is when Davis enters the room.
A man who's not afraid to cry.
I mean,
Dude,
it's still the same piano
It doesn't
music
stop
in the
the whole
back.
scene, which is why I bring it up. Like, listen to the whole scene.
Managed to override your settings.
It doesn't stop, and it's the same type of goosebump horror feel to it.
Dude, it's so eerie. It's on the back like I'm in a swamp, in an evil swamp.
Yeah, and you're expecting somebody to jump out, which is, again, it's...
Honestly, you know what it actually sounds like? It sounds like the mural scene, like the tutorial, the intro to almost every Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
That
Exactly
background,
right.
that's what it sounds like.
By the way, when I was playing that first when I was a child, I was scared of that fucking scene. Like, it was the start of the game, and I would thought some monster was going to jump out at me, which I was kind of right. It's just it doesn't jump out.
No, that shit's creepy if you're like pretty young. I remember buying that game. I had no idea what it was, and I just bought it off the cover alone.
If you go back, because I still, again, I still watch because of VHS tapes. If you go back and you watch the Kingdom Hearts commercial,
Dude, I
you
don't remember commercials.
you immediately go, oh, I knew why everyone bought that. I see the commercial even today, and I'm going, man, I'm coming. Like, this is incredible because it has the music in the background, but it has the tempo music that we all love, like it's Dance Dance. You saying, though, that this scene is that dark music to start out with, where you're Sora trying to choose your path, hoping you don't choose wrong. Guess what, Joseph? In this scene, somebody's choosing a wrong fucking path.
Surely not Chloe. Surely not Chloe.
This is disgusting. Davis and Chloe are here in her apartment. Davis is cooking
This is
her
a
dinner.
date, right?
This is absolutely a date. They're gonna sleep together.
Like, what if? Yeah. All right. So Dave's
They're
just here
having
cutting
sex.
up onions. Yeah.
He's crying. I don't understand that part either. We shouldn't have even have him doing that. He could be cutting up steak like a real man. You want to know why? Because he loves that blood. That's what I would be wanting out of Davis here. Instead, it's Chloe. Now all of a sudden, Davis, being the nice guy that he is, which is why Davis, once again, he loves throwing me the curveballs. He asks Chloe, "Have you heard from Jimmy?"
Jesus Christ.
Where's
Apparently, he was
Chloe's?
only gonna make mac and cheese. I don't know if that was a joke or not, but
Well,
he
he
was cutting
said
up
that
onions.
he said that that's what he knows how to do because he's part of the orphan club, so he wants to.
Oh,
Yeah,
Bruce Wayne can do this too. Then
yeah. Bruce Wayne can't
Oliver
cook
Queen.
anything. Are you kidding me? I bet though. But Alfred, he puts like some like crunched up breadcrumbs in there, like they do like with the salad. You know what I'm talking about? The croutons. I bet he puts that in his mac
Yeah,
and cheese
I
to
bet he
add that
treats it like
crunch.
those waiters in waiting.
It's disgusting, Joseph.
Yeah, rubs his bread on his balls and
Alfred is his father. What is your?
maybe Bruce is being a dick. I don't know, dude.
Okay, all right. Sorry, Joseph thinks that he's cooking for Damien. Shut up. Okay, Davis does tell her though, I'm glad I was able to come over. Chloe then says, yeah, I'm glad you were able to come over too. I'm glad we're able to do this because Davis came over for a favor. Chloe said, yeah, I wanted you to have some dinner with me. When Davis does ask about Jimmy, yeah, you know what? His last tirades of email included every single unflattering word, like, it's your fault. I'm not saying sorry. and you better apologize to me. Can you believe he said that shit to me? God, Davis. You know what? Some of it didn't even get past to the censor. He called me a fucking bitch, all right? That's what he did. He really said that to me, Davis. You would never say that, right? And Davis looks at her and says, wow, I'm shocked. I figured that he'd be wanting to get back together with you. No, I believe that the last phrase to use was, don't call me, don't come by, and if you email me, I won't open it. You want to know why, Joseph? Do you think Chloe is admitting any fault to anything with any of her emails? And
Dude.
Jimmy is over here crying. Jimmy is doing drugs, apparently. The last time she saw Jimmy, he was still not looking good, but also he didn't say anything rude with Zatanna's episode. I'm just going to throw that out there. So for her even telling Davis this, I'm not going to lie. Everybody, I'm telling you the truth. She's lying.
What do you mean, dude? He
didn't say anything like that. He's ignoring her. She's just saying that in order to make herself feel better, in order for them to have sex tonight.
Wow. Hey, kudos to her. She's getting some.
She's making Davis feel good about the situation.
Yeah, I'll give you some mac and cheese.
My butthole. What I hate, though, this is what I absolutely hate. When
That she puts out.
Davis, and she wasn't able to because somebody disrupts, but Davis saying, wow, I can't believe that. And Chloe says, me either. But obviously, there was some stuff brewing beneath the surface for a while. So he's probably been feeling like this for a long time.
He was pretty vocal about that.
How can you be so close to somebody and not really know who they are, right? I didn't know who Jimmy was. I told him everything about me and my life and my friends. I told him everything. But Jimmy, he told me nothing. Did you know his parents are dead and poor?
You wouldn't believe it. He lied to me once. It was fucking stupid. I'll never forget it. Oh, Davis cuts his finger, guys. Davis cuts his finger.
Joseph, no, you're not gonna know. What am I missing? What?
Dude, I've been saying it. Chloe sucks, all right? She's there with Lana right now, dude. She's in the gutter. She's in the fucking gutter right now.
Lana gets her. This is what you said. I actually now agree with you. Lana gets her saga. Now it's my saga.
I'm telling you, bro. She demanded that shit. She was like, Kristen left. It's my time.
You made her shitty. Make me shitty.
But worse. And I don't know how that's possible, but you did it.
This would be like Lana doing.
I mean,
shit
what's
with
worse,
Pete.
Chloe doing this or Lana taking in the kryptonite and then leaving?
On purpose because she loves Lex.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this one because Chloe.
Yeah, I was about to say you love Jimmy, dude.
But she's married.
No, dude. Is she even wearing a ring? Did we even notice that?
She's not wearing a ring. She would never wear that. She thinks it's cheap plastic.
Man.
All right, go back to cutting your finger. Sorry.
So yeah, you're right. So Davis cuts his finger, and I see the shittiest slob.
Chloe then puts it in her
blob of
mouth.
Ketchup.
She like puts it in her mouth and she like moves his finger back
That
and
looks
forth.
nothing close to fucking blood, dude. If you really look at it, it literally looks like he dipped his finger in some ketchup.
Well, he was cutting tomatoes.
It's not sauce. It's just fucking tomatoes.
He was making sauce.
So anyways, yes, Chloe does put it in her mouth so she can suck
Thank
out
you.
the blood. And she literally is just staring at Davis. Clark comes in. He's like, hey, it's not Chloe. What you doing? I smell something good.
I'm ready to eat.
Yo, what you cooking here, Chloe? What's up? I'm hungry.
By the way, the entire time the horror music is playing in the background. I'm just gonna reiterate.
And I think the entire episode, Clark is beyond high. I don't know. Maybe he smoked quite a bit, quite an enormous amount, but man's not knocking.
By the way, I don't know if I believe that. He may be going through withdrawals right now because he comes in like pissed.
Maybe that's it. Maybe he's like something linked to his stoner
He ran
habits.
out.
Maybe
His guy's out of town.
He ran out, Oh, dang, dude. You think Lois smokes with him? Maybe she's the plug now, dude.
Lois does not smoke with him. This is no, this is when he has to buy because Lois is out of town, but his guy is not there. So Clark, he's smoking
No, but back
garage
40,
floor
dude.
weed.
Or maybe it's not harvest season, so he needs a guide. So, oh, that's right. Because remember, he
Okay.
grows his own stuff, dude.
Yeah, but it could be seasonal. Maybe it's been a long summer,
Yeah,
winter.
he had that fucking 5 episode arc with Lana that took away his whole back 40 of stash, dude. Like,
Yeah, real world is real time. In Smallville, they feel the real time, but it's slower day.
what about a real world themed Smallville?
Isn't this what we have?
Nah, like I
Isn't this?
want.
Wait,
No,
wait, you want like a
you
real
get,
world MTV?
yeah, like you gotta
Wait,
get them
you
having
want
doing.
Clark Kent?
Yeah, yeah. I want confessionals too. It's like, Lana, I don't fucking get her. I really don't. Like she says one thing and then she's going kissing bald dudes.
And then they would have sex that night.
Yeah, and there's cameras and then he's like
And then,
calling her a whore.
by the way, and then the next night she's making out with a roommate, and then he's then throwing something across the whole living room. By the way, I watched Real World. That's what would happen.
Yeah, that's
Chloe's
exactly
over
what
there,
happened.
then grabbing Clark. I told you it should have been me. And then starts kissing him. Lana then gets upset with him. The whole house is in turmoil. You got somebody else, Pete, in the back going, I told you not to fuck them.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And then someone's yelling about someone's toothbrush getting used or something. Who knows, man?
Someone's gay.
Yeah, you find out someone's gay. Watch out next episode. So
By
yeah,
the way, spoiler, it's Clark.
so yeah, Clark
Real world small.
ran out, withdrawals. He's having a tough week. I don't know, dude. He comes in. Chloe's like,
This
"Oh
is
my
the
god,
story about 7 strangers living in a house.
please stop."
Work together.
What
Work
did I
together.
start? Stop it, dude. Stop. I like how Chloe just keeps looking at Davis like, "Call much?" while she's looking at Clark. It's like, okay, so this is something then.
No. When Clark arrives, she does this.
Yeah,
Like, by the way, that's also to show Clark, you're a bro, right? Chloe, you're married.
they're literally holding hands as he walks in. I of course would think after she signals me, "Oh, this is a date." So Clark's literally looking at the food being made. He's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Like, what the hell is this? Now, Chloe, well, he's over here. Now that we all have that covered, what are you doing here, Clark?
Yeah, what? Also, how did that knife cut Davis? This man got stabbed with a lead pipe and then tried to stab himself after and it broke. So how did that cut him?
You want to know how it didn't? Because Davis was lying the entire time, and it was really ketchup that was on his finger. He just wanted her to heal him. He wanted the, I guess you could
Or
say,
maybe he wants
attention.
her to, or he wants to pretend that he's normal. So
Yeah,
he did that.
and for her to be able to help him
Well, no,
always.
she reacted to how quick it healed.
No. To your point, Joseph, it was ketchup. If you pause it on the part where she looks at his finger and it's bleeding, no. It's ketchup completely. He does not cut his finger. It's all a lie in order for her to.
Oh, get
It's
closer and kiss.
yes, for him to
Mm,
seem vulnerable, weak, so that she could make it better. And in order to make it better, put that finger in your butt.
I like it. Put it on my nipple.
All right, but let's go back to the cock blocker.
Clark is all blue, dude. Blue and white, man. God, I love when he wears normal things like this. I'm so tired of the red and blue blur, dude. Jesus Christ. Anyways, I was working on a story I thought you might have some information on, Chloe. Yeah, you know what? That sounds cool, Clark. Yeah, I'm gonna dip. I'll see you later, Clark.
No, don't leave. No.
Yo, chill out, dude. Don't embarrass me in front of your friend. We can just do leftovers tomorrow. No biggie. I'll call you.
We need tomorrow. I call it leftover pussy.
Yeah, double dip. I'll take him after. I'll take you after him. After you're done here, Clark. Wink, wink. I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Chloe.
It's disgusting, and I do.
Yeah, I mean, Davis just dips, and then Clark already is making a face like, that was weird, dude. And then as soon as Davis leaves, he already has the burning sensation to go commit murder. Oh. Or is it pancreatitis? Who knows?
Money's on pancreatitis. That was what I was actually believing in. I said, Davis, next time use the bathroom before you leave.
Maybe that's what he did. Or they're insinuating that he shit on this shovel that comes up in the next scene because we're now in a cornfield and that shovel looks like it's covered in shit. So, did
I'm
he
just
have to
gonna-
shit so hard from his pancreatitis that he had to shovel it?
Doomsday has to use an entire field.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I kind of went back to with this part is this is dumb. I don't understand if this is his hot spot, how maybe somebody would be able to figure it out. I feel like you could follow him, sure. But how does he not know that somebody is there? I feel like Davis would have like all of his senses there. Am I supposed to believe that no, his whole anger thing is so focused on the body that he has that he's only paying attention to that? Or is this person are they a robot? Or am I going back to my first overall theory? This is a sex bot that Davis then sees.
Do you think he bangs the bodies?
Okay. Do you really want me to answer this question?
Nope, I don't. I don't actually. Because
Only third base he goes.
okay, that's fair, I guess. Ugh. But you're telling me he's driving several hours each time he's killing people to go bury them in this field?
Yeah, I actually would agree with that. I have to hide the body outside of town so that nobody could find it.
Oh,
Murder
well, never
Street
mind.
is.
He was in town already, but still, like all these well, later on we'll see. Anyways, but
I don't
he
have a
still
problem
has
with
the
it.
rosary. He still has the rosary. We
And
see
he
him get in his
rubs it
car.
every time like a sick, like psychotic person that should not be rubbing that because you murdered that person.
Now I will say I like Tess's style on this because it's just so abrupt. Like, soon as he turns on his lights, we see someone standing in the field. But yes, to your point, he should have seen her for sure. But he's like, "Oh, hello, Davis." Has him on the phone. I forget. What's the prayer for dismembering a body? Here you go. Boom! Blow up the car. Sick. I fuck with it. I like it.
Lana taught me how to do this. Boom.
Honestly, yeah, I'll give Lana credit for that, dude.
Okay, that's good credit. That's good credit. I
This is how the
immediately
best
said,
ones start, bro.
so Davis is not dead. Tess pulled a Mr. Glass and decided to really test it because she did it with Clark. She can't prove it because she got too shit faced. But with Davis, she said, I'm sober. I'm going to prove this. And
Yeah,
I'm going to have
literally
to stare at it.
carries his body out.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look at it. You're not leaving my side, and I'm not getting drunk again.
It's also a good test. I mean, yeah, you got impaled with a fucking lead pipe. Let's see you survive a full-on explosion and burns. Kind of fair. Let's see how the body recovers from this one, dude.
My other question to you, Joseph, is this field not covered in kryptonite? And the reason why I bring this up is there no more kryptonite in this field?
Dude, oh yeah, it's been years. I'm sure it's completely harvested. Just like Crater Lake, man.
Okay, so you're saying they got it all.
Oh, yeah.
All
Dude,
right,
you know
okay.
Lex was fucking bleeding that shit dry.
That's fine. That's fine.
That, of
If you're
course,
talking-
explains if kryptonite still even shows up, which it does still. People got
Yeah.
the reserves, man. There's reserves of kryptonite out there.
Well, and it would explain why the field looks like total butt. It's like it's never going to be able to grow back, and Lex mined everything that he could out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, yeah. We go on to the next scene after Tess causes that explosion.
Let's go back to the girl who's trying to defend herself and the guy that's finally asking the tough questions. Clark Kent, I don't think you're high. I think you're onto something.
I think he's just angry that Lois is gone and he has to deal with Chloe right now.
Clark is just staring at the back of her head. We are back in the apartment. All of a sudden, Chloe, who is typing on the computer, helping Clark do some research, looks up and says, Clark, I really hope you don't have the safety cocked on your heat vision because I was about to get some and you're the one who blocked it. What'd you say? Clark is
Yeah,
confused.
I don't like how she
You've been
said that. It felt like what? I mean, why would he? He's gonna get turned on by the back of your head. Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what she's insinuating. She is
I'm
that
so
full of
high right now.
herself.
I'm so single.
You've been
Kiss me, Clark.
staring at the back of my head so hard. My hair is gonna go up in flames. God, do I look that good? Why, you want me to? Clark then looks at her. I just didn't know you and Davis were spending so much time together. Chloe then rolls her eyes. If you don't want to talk about it, Chloe, I get it. I love trudging through this stagnant water, okay? Why don't we bring up your love life? We do all the time. I think you're just moving on a little faster. Don't you think you're married? Oh, yeah? Well, first of all, fuck you. And secondly, he's kind, he's supportive, and guess what? He doesn't say that he doesn't want me. I trust him. Which I don't know if you realize, I could really use this love and support, and he gives it to me. Look, Chloe, I just think I have a bad feeling. You know what? Don't come on to me, okay? I am not for you. What is this with what? I can't have a guy friend? What are you trying to say? All
Yeah,
right,
you want to fight him out in the back, huh?
look,
He's
Chloe.
full of secrets. He blacks out all the time. It's fucking weird.
He
There's
disappears. You can't explain. He's full of secrets. There's not a record of his childhood. Sounds familiar, don't you think? I'm a fucking alien. What
yeah.
does that make Davis, Chloe?
He's like, I literally have answers to all those questions, right? Like, like, come on now.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
I'm an alien. I have powers. You know everything. So you saying, "Oh yeah, sounds really familiar." So are you saying Davis's powers? Is that what you're trying to say, Chloe? Or are you trying? How does that make me feel better? Doesn't sound like you know Davis. You're trying to say he does. What is Davis?
She loves Davis, dude. Everyone knows it.
I
Oh my
do
God,
like
Clark. They found a car outside of Smallville, bursted into flames.
Clark did throw in her face though. Yeah, but I don't show up at every single murder, and I'm not the first EMT on scene. How about that? And that's when Chloe then says, "I need to change the subject." Oh my God, Davis is dead.
Yeah, it's his license plates. My God. Clark's like, fuck.
Clark goes, "Was there a body?" She says, "Shut the fuck up."
We gotta go now. So now we go to Davis, who's looks like Dwight when he was playing that French burn victim in The Office. Jacques Semenier, what was his name?
I don't know, but hey, you know what? If he's gonna go that hard into making up an entire personality in order to have another interview at this manager job, well, I guess I better give it to him.
Jacques Souvenir, like souvenir. Jacques Souvenir. All right, dude. Yeah, so Jacques Souvenir right here with pancreatitis, fresh on the bed, in burns, wrapped around, and we have Tess here waking him up. Oh, sorry to disappoint you. You're not in heaven. I know I'm that hot. I'm not an angel. But I'm sorry for the state that you're in. Also, what does she have in that bowl? Is that like yogurt?
Yeah, she
Or is,
doesn't put
or
she
is
doesn't
that for
put fruit.
him?
She doesn't put fruit. She puts yogi.
It looks like just whipped cream or something. But yeah, sorry. Sorry I had to do all that to you, but yeah, I was trying to kill you. But it looks like that didn't really work, huh? Looks like I gotta try harder.
You got the wrong idea about me, lady. Please
Yeah.
stop. It's not your fault. You just were born with that killer instinct. I
Yeah.
even admire all of your victims that you have selected.
Shh. You're safe with me. She puts her finger on his lips. The fucking gross bleeding lips. She's like, stop it. Stop it now.
She's like shoving her finger in his.
Rubbing his open wounds. Just fucking spitting on him. Yeah. You're lucky. You'd be running from torches your whole life. What? It's not your fault you were born this way.
God, if only you were as hot as Clark. Do you know where you came from? No. Let me tell you a story.
Jesus Christ. You ever heard about this book?
Have you ever heard of Veritas?
Veritas! Do like a Ginyu Force type of dance for it?
She opens the V.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah, so
The
she's keep...
book. That's what I was.
No, I know what you meant, dude. Wink, wink. I know what you meant.
Her hands making a V shape, flying V, Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, her legs.
Okay, gross.
So she really just wanted to do a bedtime story for Davis. And Davis looks so stupid in his bandages, man. Uh,
This looks like a misery scene where let me tell you a story about the first meteor shower. And Davis is laying there going, hey, I really don't want any story. Like, I need to go home,
well,
please.
guess what? I don't care. It's about Lionel Luthor. He tells a fascinating story. Look at this book. Really pretty, right? It's really pretty.
Pictures. Ooh.
It talks about the day a meteor shower happened and touched a city in Kansas. I'm beginning to believe the boy that fell into the stars was you. And now we have another flashback back to 1989.
Retcon.
Retcon. Ultimate retcon. Day of the meteor shower, man. October 7th, 1989. A boy was really naked. Yeah, so this kid is just here, dirty as fuck, looking at Clark's spaceship in the ground, and then he looks at the little black tar piece of shit that he came out of, and he's like,
Why did he get his ship? I got this piece of crap.
why is it so nice?
Is that a newer model? What the fuck?
Wow, new models are crazy.
By the way, did you know that the Kent family was taken by FBI agents?
Yeah, that's something we didn't know about, huh? Yeah, so the Kents come around because the kid hides, and by the way, that's Davis. So the kid or are we supposed to? We're supposed to know at this point that's Davis, right? Or is that supposed to be a mystery?
No, we're supposed to know that that's Davis right now. Who there was not even. How is there a bush there in the crater?
There shouldn't be a bush. He's hiding behind something, and then
they can't see him.
We have the pilot scene again with John and Martha Kent.
But apparently, John and Martha ran out of there immediately after standing right there, and then the camera pans away.
They have little
turned
Clark.
their back. They hauled their ass because all of a sudden we got a SWAT team that comes in.
Yo, we got a boy, and he's naked. Get him. Yeah. So, we got a SWAT team of perverts. That's what I'm saying right now.
Okay, and now let's go back to what you stated. Who is the one that's making this whole book? Because now it seems like it's Jane from Tarzan that's drawing things. With Davis being captured by the SWAT team, it's on the cage. That picture of him with his eyes through a cage is now being shown inside of this book along with the paragraph. It looks like Jane drew this and it's Tarzan or an ape that's behind this cage peeking. This can't be a part of the prophecy anymore, so now I'm confused.
Man. No, this is very vivid, man. No wonder it did so well in book sales. You know, all the children loved it. All right, bro. Let's go to our least favorite character ever, and that's little Alexander, bro. This gross little child.
Yeah. By the way, who's drawing the picture of the door? Huh? What is this? Like a Harry Potter book now where we're doing the illustration version?
Dude.
Why are we drawing that picture?
What have I told you? It is a well-published children's book. Okay? It has the Oprah sticker. It has it.
This is part of Oprah's book list, you idiot.
All of Veritas did this, including the kids.
Also, Lex would know about this kid, right?
No,
Wait,
because Alexander is dead.
forgot about him. Let's be clear about this, guys. So, Lex remembered a time where he snuck into a vent in order to hear a conversation that the Veritas people were having. What Lex never remembered is that there was another kid that his father was testing because he believed that he found him, which he did from the meteor shower inside of a meteor naked. So all of that Lex forgets, but yet remembers a, a note, a little tiny object that was passed.
The
Would you tell me that's
Veritas,
a
baby,
key?
yeah.
We're picking and choosing, Retcon.
Wait, what? I don't know. What if Lex was alive and he got to meet Davis, dude? You think he would have jogged some memory?
No, you would have given him the keys to the company if you knew him.
Davis, I like your style.
Are you kidding me? We've seen how damaged Tess is. If he met Davis, you're perfect.
It'd be like Tony Stark meeting Spider-Man for the first time and recruiting him. It's like exactly how Lex would do it.
Exactly. And Davis, except he would be reaching out for a hug and Lex would hug him back.
He's like, oh, I like these too. And so, yeah, little Alexander in the flashback, it's like, where are you? Feathers, where are you? And he's wearing a beanie because he hates his bald head.
Lex really has a BB gun. He's trying to shoot this bird. Feathers, get the fuck back here.
He goes to a random area of the house and he hears a kid humming through a door. And he's like, what? Who is humming? So he immediately goes to the door and is trying to look through the keyhole. And he sees Davis's butthole.
Open the door, delight.
Your choice. Yeah, so Lex ends up opening it, and we now are getting a whole retcon of how apparently Lex met Davis a long time ago. And Lex looks so stupid in his outfit with the shorts, the school uniform, and wearing a beanie on top of that. Davis looks like he has no idea what he's looking at. He looks almost disgusted by Lex.
But yet he actually is dressed in a proper attire. So he was given good clothes and I guess just told to stay in this room and don't move.
Yeah, wait, Taylor, you don't understand what this is? This is a clear reference, dude. This is Smallville's version of the boy in the striped pajamas.
Wait, what?
This is the boy in the striped pajamas. This is their version.
This is not the same thing.
Oh, yes, it is, dude. Really think about it. I want you to think about that.
I'm thinking of it, Joseph. It's not the same thing.
Because, look, he meets Lex and he's like, are you sick or something? What's up with, like, are you alright? No, I'm not sick. Oh, then why you look like this? And takes off his beanie. And then Lex shows him the comic Warrior Angel. And the kid, Davis, is like, oh, is that supposed to be you? It's not, though, right?
So he's 5, right?
No, Lex is older right now. He should be like...
No, Davis. So is Davis the same age as Clark or is Davis older?
Oh.
So we're supposed to say
I don't know.
Davis
This looks older than 5, bro.
This is older than 5, yeah. This is not...
So maybe slightly older?
So Lionel had him for a while.
I mean, that would make sense. You know, he was a lab experiment, right? So he would have been birthed before Clark.
I'm glad you think that would make sense. Let's hold that thought, Joseph. Continue to say.
Okay. But yeah, Davis then shows Lex something in his pocket. It's a Warrior Angel action figure that he stole from Lex. Clearly.
I was gonna say he took his fucking theme.
I don't know what Davis is trying to do here. Like, that's mine. I've been looking for that all week. You fucking asshole. What's your name?
What's your name? I don't know. A man brought me here a few days ago. He made them put them needles in me.
Yeah, he kept talking about how he wanted my hair for someone.
But you don't look sick. What's wrong with you? Do you have AIDS?
Telling you, boy in the striped pajamas. But yeah,
You
so
want to play? Just don't touch me.
yeah, don't come on the other side of the fence.
That's not what happens at all.
Yeah, he goes on the other side of the fence,
This
dude.
is such a reach you're coming up with here. I do have to ask, what did Davis do to the bird?
He fucking killed that bird, bro.
He
He
snapped
has
his
to
neck?
kill, man. Apparently, that's the thing. So, a fun fact for you is that associated with Doomsday's like first appearance, one of the first life forms he comes in contact with is a bird. It lands in his hand, and he kills it. Is that first appearance shit?
Yeah, that would be the first appearance type stuff, but that's, I mean, that's really not what I got out of that scene. Instead, I was really wondering, well, what did Davis do? Did he just squeeze the bird? And then when Lex came in, Lex didn't see anything? Or did Lex watch him kill the bird and then come in and then think that Davis is going to be a good pet?
Probably pet. Oh, but damn, yeah. There's literally I'm looking at a picture of this fucking panel.
Yeah,
He's
but
holding
it's
his hand.
actually,
He holds his hand out. The bird lands in his hand. He literally just fucking crushes it.
the
And
bird shouldn't be
he
doing
laughs.
that.
He has the green suit on. Superman, Man of Steel, number 17.
Yeah, great stuff.
Yeah. So
But
he.
not as a 7-year-old boy.
No, 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 no. Yeah.
Back to present day after that flashback of them playing together, then running off together. We now have Tess coming back to present day, still laying in bed, now even under the sheets with him, unwrapping his dick.
Yeah.
Yes, Lionel sent out a search party for you. Ah, but he didn't search hard enough.
This book, man. I wish there was an actual copy of this book so we could have it.
Lionel
Yeah.
took you from that field though that day
He
because
thought you were a thing called the Traveler.
some messiah, a visitor from another planet sent to save humankind. But you know what? He didn't realize one thing. You're trash. You're so trash. The traveler, though, and you are two sides of a different coin.
Same
And now,
coin, dude. Dude, you're making shit up right now, dude. Come
no,
on,
it's a
bro.
two-faced coin. We're going now to where
Two boys fell from the sky.
Clark's ship, the field where it landed. We are back to that site. That is where Davis's truck exploded. We got a guy
That's
who's
what we
putting
find out here. Yeah.
his tow truck. The guy who came in here is the only one here, no cops or anything. He's just loading this burnt truck up. Chloe then walks over with Clark. Oh my God, how much blood was there? I love him so much. The guy looks at her and says there wasn't a body in there. The thing was abandoned. No sign of a driver. Chloe then looks down. Oh my God, thank God. Hey, Clark. Oh, well, right? We'll just forget about
We can
it.
go right back. We can go back.
Clark is then looking like scared. He is feeling
Clark
very.
is so angry right now. He just wants to punch someone, dude.
No, let's go back to
Well,
your
no, because
earlier
he's
point.
just frustrating having to go to fucking visit this stupid car.
I think he's high.
Oh, you think he's high now?
He's just staring in the distance right now.
No, dude, he's contemplating his fucking origins, man. Remember, eternal, dude, because he's
Yeah, I
eternal.
know, Joseph. This is where I came from. Clark. You don't even understand.
No.
This is when I came from the stars. You know, the stars. They were so bright that day. So much fire. It's crazy.
Apparently, this is where all that alien cum was. I don't
That's
know.
not what he said.
No, but he's fucking frustrated that he had to bring Chloe all the way over here. But then he realized as soon as he gets out the car, that's why he looked around at first. He was like, "Wait,
Okay,
like this is the field."
Now, if you want to try to say that Clark gets really angry in this next part at
Dude.
Chloe, okay, I completely agree with you.
Yeah, because Clark. This is why I don't think he's high, because he wouldn't think to use his X-ray vision.
It's fair point. Fair point.
He would not think to use his X-ray vision right now, because he'd be exactly like how you described. But yeah,
Well,
he's like,
he
so
kind of
what's?
was.
He's like, so what's particular about this field? Clark's like, well, for one, I fucking landed here, so kind of random.
Oh, you're not going to talk about your whole origin again, are you?
I've heard it so many times. But yeah, it's like, no, it's a pretty big coincidence, actually. I don't know.
Davis would have no idea.
Yeah, I don't think, like, your memories, right? That'd be crazy for you, right? It's like, shut up, Chloe. There's fucking bodies all in this field.
He's Chloe, memories are the only thing buried in the field. Chloe's like, are there flowers for me?
Dude. Holy shit. Unbelievable, man.
By the way, okay. So now that you see a whole field of dead bodies, if you're Clark, are you just like staring at Chloe the entire ride home? Like not saying a word? Or are you going, what the hell were you thinking?
I
Also,
wouldn't even
call
give her a
Jimmy.
ride back, dude.
You're
She can take the
walking-
burnt car. She can go in the tow truck. Yeah, so next scene, we go to Davis. The
Who's
man of the
looking
fucking
hot.
hour, dude.
looking hot.
He's the hot topic right now, man. So, yeah, he's all fucking ripped as Star Killer would be, dude, right in the bed. And yeah, he wakes up. He's still dealing with the pancreatitis. That's like the only lingering effect right now.
It seems to be a common theme.
Yeah, so obviously, he's getting over that. He has to wait a little bit. He's not as strong to beat pancreatitis yet. But everything else so far, he's good. Pancreatitis, man, it's
Just
such
gotta
a
put some heat on it.
it's a motherfucker, huh? It's such a motherfucker. But yeah, Davis is now walking around the mansion and goes to one of the doors and is recognizing.
Doesn't the light thing do that again? It just seems like this whole thing is a dream sequence, but it goes to a flashback instead.
No, it's Goosebumps, dude, and Boy in the Striped Pajamas, like mixed together.
Yeah, it's a hell of a show.
Yeah, I might slip my wrist on that one.
Yeah, the problem is it's real. So.
So, flashback again as Davis walks into the office room. He is recognizing the famous office. And we now have Davis and Lex playing swords, dude. Classic, am I right? Because that's all Lex would do in here, except play pool by himself.
Apparently, Lex had a friend. He wasn't a loser. Apparently, him and Davis were BFFs where they would be playing swords nonstop. Also, if I was Alexander's friend, I wouldn't be his friend after this scene. I would never want to get to know you. And in fact, because of this scene, Joseph, don't worry, I'll allow you to have it. I just want to say he deserved to be thrown in the fire.
So yeah, we stop playing swords as we get in the middle of the office because Davis is like,
What's that?
whoa, what is that shitty box right there? It's made out of the armor of St. George. You don't even know because he slayed dragons with it. He had a
You're
sword
stupid.
called Ascalon.
You're the dragon. I'm the warrior. Now die!
Yeah, was that trying to show that he was gonna be evil or something? Were they trying to first give us? Are they trying to give us a
maybe they're
retcon of
trying to
that?
show-
Like he wasn't just a sweet kid or was he actually just a piece of shit?
Or we're trying to understand why he didn't have any friends. I think that's what we're trying to really get as the audience here. This is why nobody wanted to hang out with Lex.
Well, that's what I mean. If he was like, are they trying to say he was evil and it showed right here, or that? Well, I don't know. Maybe he just got too ahead of himself, scared the kid away.
So the hair was the good part of Lex.
Damn, dude, it sucks, man.
That's where he was able to
I
rejuvenate.
lose my hair, you lose your life.
If you're bald, you're a villain.
You have been sent to destroy the world, but only I can protect it from a beast like you. Fight or die.
You're trash.
Yeah, and then they go again, and then he kills him, pretend like, and he's like, yeah! Ugh.
And
Now
then
I'm
he
gonna go
kicks him to the ground.
No, okay. No, he doesn't. I have slayed the beast, now I go bang his wife.
That's what my papa teaches me.
I am the victor, I get my treasure.
He leaves diamond earrings next to Davis's body.
Oh, shit. Lillian's?
Jesus Christ. Julian's.
He carries them on him. So yeah, he then picks up the box of St. George, and it's the classic lead box we know. And apparently there's a meteor rock in it already. What? Since when?
It's a paperweight.
Did Lex give him that like that?
Yeah.
With the
That's how-
rock in it?
Yeah. It's what he's always done.
Dude, did he really have a rock in it when he first gave it to Clark? Oh, it does say Lex gives the box to Clark containing Lana's necklace.
Okay. See, I was right.
Metamorphosis, dude.
Yeah.
Second episode.
And just think, like, a few more seasons later, like, Lex had sex with her when she was wearing that necklace. So, full circle moment.
Full circle, that's all we're about, Dan.
That's what we do here.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. Throw them up. Throw them up.
So, yeah, Lex opens the box. Davis starts, it like triggers his pancreatitis early on. So, you know, that's why he has such a tough time.
It hurts. It hurts.
He's shitting himself on the carpet. And Davis is like, no, it's okay. I don't know what happened, but it hurt. And then so now Davis is coming to. We're back in the
Lex
present.
then says, "Dad, this freak in here."
Davis remembered. He's like, there's no way. There's no way. And Tess is behind him.
Yes. Do you remember everything? How do you know all this, Tess? How? She looks at him. Davis then looks at her. You think you can keep me here, huh? Oh, I know there's nothing that can restrain you besides my whips. And now she's walking. And then what are you going to do to me, huh? I have a tight shirt on. I've been asking myself that same question for the last few hours, though. What do I want to do with you? But what do you do when you find Judas in your midst? Who would Christ have been if Judas had not betrayed him? You know, with the dagger at the dinner table, a teacher roaming around the desert, Jesus himself, Judas being the villain of it. All of a sudden, David says, what the fuck are you talking about?
Run that by me again. I haven't betrayed anyone. I don't know what you mean.
Just think about this. Somebody needed to face their greatest enemy in order to save humankind. There is a savior among us. Davis, you're not that. Okay? You're not that at all.
Yeah, so like how there's the savior, there's the shitty one that's meant for him. And he's like, what fucking savior? Why is he so much better than me? What are you talking about? Oh my god. Davis. Keep going.
Don't worry. He can't become the savior unless he destroys the world's destroyer. Guess who that is, big guy? That's you.
There's a reason you and Clark don't get along.
That's not the reason. They don't get along for other things because maybe Davis has become inappropriate with his best friend while she is married. I think that's the reason why he doesn't like Davis. He looks at Davis like a slut. Okay?
I mean,
Do you get the feeling that when they're
he's a
around
home wrecker, dude.
Do you get the
Homewrecker.
feeling that like when they were around each other though, it was like, I'm gonna kill you. Instead, Davis like pulls like the back of Tessa's hair and it's like, get over here.
Yeah, and throws her across the room like a
Yeah.
rag doll.
And Tess looks at him and says, I've been hit harder.
Ooh. So let's go to the real scene where Clark is furious.
Also, the Tesco's flying.
That's what I'm saying, dude. She flies across the room.
Did he hit Jimmy harder or Tess harder? That's the poll.
That's a good one.
Who did Davis hit harder?
Probably Jimmy.
I don't think so. I think it only counts because he had like the daggers on him. But if he had the daggers on him whenever he hit,
He had him in a coma for all of Lana's visit.
but he didn't go flying across the room.
He was bleeding out, and they killed Gay Colin.
Yeah, but Gay Colin didn't take good enough video.
Oh, I thought he was the best.
Well, you know what? We found better and cheaper.
So we go to the Daily Planet, and immediately Clark is yelling at Chloe.
Hell yeah.
Saying, the guy blacks out regularly and you chose not to mention it? I figured he just had, like, low blood sugar or something. What the fuck are you talking about? He told you he was hiding something. He literally said, I'm hiding something dark inside.
Joseph, that's Lana's advice when she was talking about Adam. Do you have diabetes?
Oh my god, I can't believe it, dude. Like, she went Lana route. It's unbelievable. She really went Lana route. Like, are you diabetic or something?
Are you diabetic?
He passed out. I just figured, he just like low blood sugar or something. I don't know. Yeah, so
That didn't set off any type of alarms. Well, I just figured that he was dark, broody or bipolar.
Very dark and mysterious. Yeah, he's like, look, I'm sorry, I just don't jump right to serial killer. He's like, okay, you were angry at me for doubting this guy? We don't know. It's like, yeah, I know that, okay? I was in denial.
He's so hot.
I couldn't believe that it was this bad. Like,
I love this. It's not bad, Chloe. It's fucking worse.
Yeah, like, no, it's not that bad. No, Chloe, you're completely wrong. Yeah, he's a serial killer. I just can't believe he's the serial killer that Jimmy warned us about. Yes. Yeah, remember when you told me to take your side? Remember that? Jimmy? I like that guy. I'll say it. No one around here wants to say it, but I'll say it. I like Jimmy.
You know what?
And I don't know why you made me do that to him. Davis sucks. I see a field of bodies. What has Jimmy done? He tried to stop that.
Okay. So this is why Jimmy being dead works and Jimmy being alive doesn't work.
That would hit harder. That would hit
it would
a lot
hit
harder right there.
so much. Like, think about it. What do you think Jimmy would think? Like something along those lines, but instead it's Jimmy's alive, so it's Chloe standing there going, well, should I call him? Like, I don't. Maybe he hasn't said sorry though.
Maybe we're better off, So he's like,
Dude, I hate her. I hate her so much.
Clark checked into the victims, tried to find some patterns. He was like, honestly, these people do kind of fucking suck. But still, though, Davis is a murderer, all right? Lots of assault charges, abuse. He's like, well, okay, wait. So you're telling me that Davis is a hero then? That's all you're saying to me. He's a vigilante of some sort? Like, he does it for good.
She called him a vigilante.
Dude. And Clark's like, Chloe, he was not a hero. No, he's murdering them.
You know what I love though? It's, you know what, Clark? I don't stand for these things, but guess what? Somebody else is looking into Davis's backstory. Let's go talk to Miss Luthor. How about that?
Yeah, I knew she was doing that too, so I gotta do it.
Just forget about Davis.
Yeah, just forget about him. How about that? Yeah,
let's go get a swipe. Is this a swipe? Are we getting a punch? Also,
no, this is a swipe, dude. When it's all blue, bro, it's swipe time.
Hey, Joseph, I have a question for you. What is the superhero's name that's in Metropolis? What do they call him?
Red, blue, blur.
Okay, what is Clark wearing when he enters Tess's room? Go.
Dude, what do you think, man? Red and blue, man. But yeah, bodyguards with Tess. Tess is like, shut the fuck up. Go find his ass. I need Davis. I want Davis. Do everything. We've seen this bodyguard before. He's been around the Luthors for a long time now. We now have Clark coming in. Yes, he's wearing red. He's wearing blue. Hey, Tess. I know you've been looking into Davis Bloom. All right? What's the deal? He did this, didn't he? I fucking knew it. Don't even talk. Don't even need to answer. I already know. Just tell me what I don't.
I'm afraid there's not a short answer here. I have a long story to tell you. I don't want to hear it, Tess. I don't want to hear anything.
Yeah, I don't
You've
know
been the
about your
center
riddles,
of this
man.
all. I came into possession of a journal of Lionel Luthor's. I stayed up and I read his diary. The journal talks about a boy who fell from the stars. Lionel's obsession with this traveler was the reason he was in Smallville that day. Did you know all this? He wanted to have the traveler for himself. Why are you telling me I'm not the traveler? Because Lionel and then Lex both believed that you were. And according to the Kawachi Indians, this boy is a part of a two-headed creature, good
Oh.
and evil.
Naman and Sagith.
The Luthors were too busy thinking that it was one of them because they're a bunch of idiots. But guess what? To be your adversary, they wouldn't be able to stand up to the truth that there was another boy that came to Earth with you. Clark says, Davis? No. No, not me and Davis. You think we're from another planet? That's so crazy. Lionel found Davis on the day of the meteor shower. He thought he was the traveler, but once the boy's test seemed normal, he immediately threw him out. Wait, Lionel had Davis for only 5 days. Dude, Lionel would not throw him out after 5 days.
Yeah, he would.
No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't at all.
Dude, he already had to worry about Lex going bald, bro. He wanted to get
There's
that kid out of
no
there.
way he would have thrown him
He
out
wanted
in
to
5 days.
adopt him so bad because he had hair.
I'm not ever going to believe that he would still believe the boy came down from the stars.
I don't know, man. That's
Why
true.
would he not think that?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right, dude. You're right. Okay.
I'm so confused.
Lionel and Lex were wrong, Clark. Yup, you heard it here first.
And he got rid of the boy because he finally got a phone call from Martha Kent. Tess, you're rich. It's not me. It's not me. In Lionel's own words, and I quote, Clark Kent came from the stars.
I have found the true traveler. Why would Lionel Luthor abandon a boy who seemed to come out of nowhere? Looks like you're the reason that Davis was abandoned in the first place, Clark.
It's all your fault that he's evil, Clark. Clark then starts crying.
Yeah. And then Chloe is doing some fine research into the serial killer. I guess because she never did this before.
Stop it. Chloe's getting hot and heavy right now. She's looking at some dirty photos.
It's crime scene photos. These people mutilated. And yeah.
Again, Chloe's getting off right now. All of a sudden, she then turns to her left. Somebody's standing there. It's Davis.
What did
Davis.
the Luthor Corp diva have to say? Oh my god!
Oh my god! My tits are out.
Don't come any closer, I'll get hard. What? I can't believe
Pancreatitis is flaming up for Davis right
she immediately goes, I knew it. Jimmy was right. Yup, Jimmy, I'm a faithful wife. I knew it. I believed him all along. I knew it.
No, Chloe. That guy that I killed, he was a drunk driver. He's a terrible person. And what about all the others? Are you going to try and justify killing me too? Don't make me bend over. You want to play a game? And she tries to run, and then Davis says, I'm going to get you. And then he grabs her. She says, don't touch me unless I want it. She's like, I didn't want to drag you into this, Chloe. I didn't want to have to do this, Chloe. He's like, yeah, tell me more. And I need to know one thing. Yeah, what? How do you feel about me? How can you ask me that? I love you.
Baby, don't ask me that.
Davis, then. All right, then I need you to do something for me. I won't do anything for you unless you say please.
I need you to help me die.
Chloe says that's my specialty.
I'll get my pitchfork.
But first, we're gonna have sex.
Yeah, so they lubed up the pitchfork real quick because they're putting in
Jesus.
multiple holes. Yeah, so this is unbelievable. Chloe, what are you doing, man?
What? She's
Where's
gonna
Chloe,
help.
man? Where's our Chloe, bro? What happened to
Dude,
her?
we don't need Jimmy. Jimmy was right. Clark was right. But in the end, this pussy was right.
It must have been, man. Look, we go back to the ISIS Foundation,
Clark finds panties everywhere. Like it's
and
gonna grow.
Clark is here. And yeah, he's finding a whole post-sex fest in here. He looks at the laptop.
Because
There's
also,
like,
why is it
there's
that
sticky
trash?
stuff on the keys, and he's looking at, holy shit, Luthor Corp Prometheus lab. What's this? Liquid meteor rock containment unit. Holy shit, that's Dr. Grohl's lab. Chloe. He immediately goes, and we have an oil drum of kryptonite juice in this bitch. What is Dr. Grohl? What are you doing, bud?
What were you doing?
What is he doing? So this was his cage? Did they
Yeah.
rebuilt it?
No. It was already built. There's no way they would have been able to put
Well,
this
wasn't that
together.
other one broken?
Yeah, it was completely
So
destroyed.
when
I
Tess
thought.
took over, she rebuilt it and made
Yeah,
it Dr.
'cause-
Grohl's lab?
Wasn't it our ex-girlfriend of Jimmy Olsen? Didn't she destroy it?
The ex-girlfriend.
Oh no, I was talking about Kara. Or was
Oh,
that a
shit.
different cage?
Nah,
that I
that
was
was
thinking
the,
of?
nah, that was the same cage, dude. Yeah, came in, saved Clark because he was getting bullied, bro.
Yeah, and she said, "Not on my watch." And that's the last good part that we saw of Kara.
Nah, dude, when she had dreads, are you kidding me?
That wasn't a good part.
That was a great part. Are you what, dude? Don't ever trash.
She tried
Car
to kill
with the
Clark.
braids.
She tried to kill Clark.
Okay.
Should have been standing there.
Yeah. I don't know what your problem is, dude. I think
All right,
you chill.
but seriously, we're back to damn Davis in a cage. The oiled drum of kryptonite is hanging over his head. He's trapped in there. Chloe is crying, needing to pull a damn lever. She's been staring at this thing for 30 minutes after they had sex. And now Clark runs in. No, Chloe, don't. I'd be like, let me help you.
Dude, what? Yeah, why is he switching up his fucking stance now, huh?
Chloe first is like, I can't kill you, Davis. I love you.
You think she means it, dude?
Yes, I do actually. Right now, she means that she loves Davis. And you know what? If Jimmy were to be dead, I would be like, okay, this is disgusting. I'm so mad. But at the same time, be like, Chloe's hurting. Chloe's hurting, so
Yeah.
she's not here. Jimmy's alive, so Chloe's not hurting. Chloe never cared. Chloe cares more about Davis than she ever did Jimmy.
I mean, that is true, but how can you not? He's so dreamy, am I right, dude?
Clark comes in. Davis, you didn't have a home. I mean, I'm going to have to turn you in because of all those damn bodies. I mean, shit. But you don't need to do this.
Yeah, come on. Don't be a martyr. Don't do it. Don't do it. So maybe Clark is high now. I don't know.
Come on, Clark. Remember, we're always going to return to our true nature. And I'm evil. Chloe, pull the lever. No, Chloe. You have to give me this chance. I can save him. Enough, Clark. You know that you should let me die. Davis, there's something else to life. Have you ever seen a sunset? It's beautiful.
Dude, we should have been brothers, man. We should have
you
been
ever-
bros.
You ever been in love with the girl next door?
You ever looked at her with your telescope?
And said, I wish I wanted that. Do you know what it's like? And Davis looks at Clark and says, I do. Clark looks
Oh.
behind him. Chloe, what are you even doing, you tramp?
Yeah, she has her wedding ring on, dude. I swear.
There's more crying. And all of a sudden, Davis starts getting emotional.
Mm.
Clark, there aren't enough prayers in the world for me to have redemption. Clark's like, oh my God, I'm scared. Turns around and starts
Yeah,
to run.
hey, come on. Let's just go ahead. Turn that thing on, man. Turn that thing on.
Chloe says,
Cause
I got it. I got it.
yeah, cause Mans is unleashing or about to unleash some havoc, bro. He's got red eyes going. Does he not? I mean, come on. We can't see the red eyes. But
And
yeah,
now we have like a Backstreet Boy music video of them singing in the rain.
this is like the equivalent to the Khan movie, Star Trek, where Spock and Captain Kirk are behind the glass door or facing each other, and Spock's dying from poison.
No, it's not that. I was thinking Titanic scene. But this is really Backstreet Boys where it's like, show me the meaning of being lonely.
Oh Lord.
Tell me why I can't be
No,
there
except
when
it's the
you
Goosebumps music,
are.
dude. Or sorry, the Kingdom Hearts music.
That's why it really has confused me this whole episode because it's like, is this dark?
Did you watch the deleted scene?
No.
All right, well, it's just another flashback. That's extended part of this next one.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, it's supposed to be the before. So basically, what happens is that, yeah, Lex and Davis are still playing in the halls of the mansion, running around. The guard that is over here in this flashback scene is the one that just goes up to Davis in the middle of them playing, looks at him, and just picks him up and takes him out. And Lex is like, no, bring him back! What did he do? No, bring him back! And so that's why it's boy in the striped pajamas, because then they're taking Davis to the mustard gas chamber.
But they didn't do that.
I mean, they basically did.
No, they didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, almost.
I'm crying. So emotional. Boy with the striped pajamas.
See, dude? Yeah.
I'm not getting that. Thank you for
Yeah.
the deleted scene. Thank you.
Dude, it was good. It was good. So he just picked him up like a little baby, took him out of there, man. But yeah, so we get the aftermath of that because the
Who's
guard
Hitler?
the guard then brings Davis out on the street. This is like it could be maybe pre-murder alley, murder street, or
This is
it
the
could-
start of Murder Street. This is the real origin story that we've been
oh
looking for.
shit, dude. Well, if they're at the mansion, that means they're in Smallville. So maybe it was the dude blowjob alley, alleyway, the fucking midnight blowies with Lionel and Martha.
What are you talking about? When Martha was wearing a skirt? No, we're not doing that. That's a private alley only meant for them. This was really just at like a tennis court. This could have been at Smallville High or something where they just dropped the kid off. And again, I'm supposed to feel sad, but in my mind, Lionel wouldn't do this. Lionel wouldn't do this at all. I just couldn't believe it. Lionel would be studying this kid forever. 5
That's true.
days? That's not a long time.
I don't know. He's an impatient guy sometimes, man.
Maybe he's just impatient with Lex with being bald, and it goes back to
See?
his mind is clouded.
Yeah, I mean, Davis is just
Cloudy.
like Davis is like, oh my god, who's gonna come for me? What am I gonna do? I was told to drop you off. That's it. Sorry. Guard
And then
leaves.
the driver hits him.
No, that doesn't happen. But the driver leaves, and then Davis immediately starts crying, but then blacks out from his emotions and goes full rage. Red eyes. He could turn into Doomsday already. Millie goes up to that dude and kills him. And probably kills the driver and probably kills the car, I guess. I don't know. Did he go on a murder
And
spree?
Lionel completely forgets about it all.
That's right. Because why would
Lionel-
we remember that?
Lionel
That
and
was his
Lex,
best guard.
they both had their memories wiped. Yeah, his best guard's gone. What happened to him? I don't
Yeah,
know. Drunk driver.
classic.
Now, let's go back to a Titanic scene where we are present day.
Wrath
And
of Khan.
Davis is in the back of the carriage, getting all sweaty, having the liquid kryptonite just flowing over his face. It's so hot. Chloe says, I want one more touch. She goes up to the glass. She puts her hand there like he's a damn monkey or something.
He is, dude.
Touch my hand.
Yeah, Davis dead. Davis is dead, guys. Oh man, it's so emotional. I was crying. Davis dead.
Chloe's
gets-
still crying.
He
She's
gets
still
slimed. They did the Nickelodeon on him. He won. He lost the show.
Oh, you got slimed. Yeah, Nickelodeon Kids Choice Awards 2003.
Yeah, yeah. See, Davis, man. Yeah, no, but for real, he's dead.
He was there.
No, he's
He
dead.
won.
Long
he won
live,
best
long
couple
live
with
Davis.
Chloe.
Eternal in our hearts. Eternal in our hearts, dude. Yeah, so. We go to next scene, man. And I guess Chloe is mourning Davis by holding up and looking at a picture of Naman and Sagith in the Kawachi Caves. Is that what you're feeling?
Dude, this is crazy.
We're at the Talon, by the way. This is next day apartment.
She's having a harder hangover with this than she ever did with Jimmy.
Yeah, because Clark comes in. It's like, how you doing?
She had a birthday
I've had-
party in
I've
order
had
to
better
celebrate the
days.
separation of Jimmy. What is she doing with her losing Davis? She's on the couch mourning. She threw a birthday party with Jimmy. She's mourning
Without
with
Jimmy.
Davis.
Technically, it was
I-
without
I-
Jimmy, dude.
Dude, this is disgusting. How you holding up? I've had better days.
I spoke to Oliver. I don't really know the details, but we need to talk about what happened. I wouldn't change what I did, but there's always another way, Chloe. Like, you're literally a murderer now. Think about that. He could have killed you, Clark. Okay? I'm sorry, but I'm not letting your code of ethics gonna be risking my safety of the world. All right?
So we're letting go of everything she did, and instead it's Chloe, you killed somebody? Really? That's Clark, you don't even know.
This is what happens when Watchtower goes online, dude. Murder. Just
Like
nothing
this
but
is
murder.
nothing compared to what you've even done. What are we talking about? Where's this self-righteousness coming from when it comes to Davis? Oh, there's another way. Yeah, why don't you talk to him about it? In the end, what? And also she's getting off scot-free?
Yeah, no problem, man. She's not at fault, remember?
Nothing is her fault.
No, dude. Chloe rocks. Yeah, so Clark looks at the picture of Naman and Sagith. He's like, man, crazy to think that should have been my equal. He was destined to be my enemy.
He goes and burns it like it's doing something, but in fact, the cave's still up. We can just get another picture.
Yeah, it's like, it's not like it's really done, man. I mean, it's still interpretation. I
That
don't
was
know what y'all are
Xeroxed.
thinking. For real. And he goes, you know, Chloe, back when I was a kid, I used to have this nightmare that my ship landed in a field and no one ever found me.
That was Davis's line, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. I always felt like it was a burden knowing that I wasn't out there saving people. I can't imagine what it must have been like.
It was
Knowing
your
that no
fault.
matter how you lived your life, you were doomed.
Get out.
You know, doomsday. Yeah. So, I guess that end scene, yeah, they didn't even finish talking. He just leaves, I guess.
Yeah, she still needs to cry. She told him to get out.
So Clark's at the barn, Derek taking care of some Sunday chores, I guess. And guess who shows up? Tess. And this was her deleted scene outfit. She came in on the horse, dude.
I'm kind of busy, Tess. What? Shoveling shit?
Wow. I like it, Clark. You smell good.
I let you off if you were, saving a busload of children. I'm really sorry that this whole journal thing brought you into the Luthor Strange obsession. I don't think of it as me buying into anything. I just know, if you spend your Saturday nights just figuring yourself to the journal, sounds to me like you have a few holes in your personal life, you weirdo. We all look
Oh.
to idols, religion, the rich and the famous because we have holes. It doesn't mean that these things aren't real. What are you talking about? What do you even want from me right now? Not until Judas is at your back. What are you talking about, Tess?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be this man you want me to be, Tess. Alright? Please let me do chores. I just have a feeling that you'll never fulfill your destiny until you meet your greatest challenge. Uh, you're still here?
You don't know anything about me, Tess. You know what? If this is
Jesus
what you
Christ.
kept doing to Lex, now I get it. Now I get why they wanted to kill you.
And now
This
she's
driving
crying?
me crazy.
She's like crying now? Like, I don't understand. She's about to throw a fucking temper tantrum. Yeah, Lex was destined to drop off before he ever met me, okay? Yeah, but betrayal? The more you love someone, the harder it is.
Who loves who in
Yeah,
this?
wait, are you talking about me with Lex? Lex with me? Are you threatening me? I'm confused. I'm not that naive.
I
I
don't
know.
know what you mean.
And he goes, I'm not some problem to be solved. And then Tess is crying more, and she goes, I get it. Whatever, it's too early, I guess. Just know that I'll wait for you, Clark. I'll wait for you to come to me. Dude, what?
Why would he come to you?
He literally said it's gonna be a long wait. No!
It'll be sooner than you think. Okay, get out.
She says Kal-El under her breath, dude. You know he heard that, right?
That's ridiculous. That's so ridiculous.
How do you know? How'd she know about that?
How'd she know? How'd she know about Kalel? Does it say in that journal too? What's the name of the main character? Kalel.
Mm.
Let's go back to the Luthor Mansion. Let's not turn on any lights. Let's have some goosebump music.
Let's hear it one more time. Hold on. We hear the voices. You hear the voices in
The
the back.
distinct whispering, yes.
Oh, get the box. It's like fucking parcel tongue. Oh my god.
And
So
even this whole
majestic.
scene, by the way, with Chloe.
So majestic, dude. So, sorry. The whole thing with that was Tess going to the office, and we find out she has the orb that Lex had from Veritas. The whole goal from last season.
Didn't
The
it
o-
look cooler when Lex had it? This looked like a cheap knockoff.
Yeah, well, it's just not glowing, dude. That's why.
The glow
But
did
yeah, that was the
something.
last thing Lex was holding. So clearly, she got it from the Arctic, where he went missing, and then, I guess it's talking to her. There were voices, like whispers, in the back of that music.
Yeah, for sure. Like as if it was something that was calling her.
And she was
Th-
smiling when she opened it up, so something has to be gone.
so you think that it's somebody speaking with her through that,
I mean, yeah, those voices was throwing me off. I was like, what the hell is this?
or was
It's
it
like,
just
why
the
is she
goosebump
even getting
music?
it out and bringing it and opening it?
So you're saying that we may have another
Veritas?
situation where she could be speaking to her mother through that?
Oh, dude, she Kryptonian?
Is that what's happening? Do sex dolls have mothers?
Dude. All right, but yes, let's go get away from Tess. We go to Chloe, the best person ever. Man, she by far has put herself down in the ringer, really, for villain of the season. Maybe worst plan. Um, Worst
This
kiss,
is
maybe. I don't know if they kiss again, but
worst plan, worst friend, worst wife, worst everything.
so she goes to the Talon and she hears some clunking and clattering in the back in the basement. Goes in there, goes in slowly. It's creepy. It's dark. Oh, but yeah, Davis is here. That's what's up. Looks like he has a whole bunk set up. He's got a bed, popcorn, and a nice little comfy life here. It's like, don't be scared. It's just me. Oh my god, you're alive. The meteor rocks didn't. Nope. They made me stronger. So are you now invulnerable? I'm immortal.
I'm God.
Yeah, that's literally. I feel like he just embraced that shit. Like he was like, dude, I'm invincible. I'm the best. I need you, Chloe. I need you. I won't kill Clark if I'm with you.
Oh my God, I knew it. You want me.
Wait. Say that again. I won't kill Clark. I don't know what it is. There's something about me being around you that seems to calm the murderer inside of me. Please don't go. But you said so yourself. It's your true nature. No. No, this is... Maybe there's something stronger out there that might need to kill.
I think we need a cuddle. Let's cuddle. Spoon. You be big spoon, me little spoon.
Chloe then contemplates going up to the basement door, and she's like, I gotta get out of here, right? She's thinking, I gotta get out of here. This guy's a serial killer. There's no way. I can't make the same mistake maybe the third time. Yeah. So I'm gonna do exactly that, actually. I'm gonna think about locking this door or opening it. Which one is it, Taylor?
Okay, so I thought she was gonna turn around and say, "Come upstairs." I thought she was gonna like invite him into her apartment that way.
Why would she lock it, dude? She's in the basement.
I didn't know what she was doing when they locked it and what that was supposed to
Locking it
signify.
means that she just locked it. If she had long hair, she'd be tying it up in a ponytail, about to go throw on some sweatpants, tell him, get on your bed, we're sleeping together tonight. And then throws her ring, like maybe in the corner somewhere.
Why doesn't she invite him upstairs?
Because no one can know. He's supposed to be dead.
So she's essentially having her own sexy beast.
Could you say Byron?
Lana gave her poet up. I won't give mine up.
Yeah, dude. Byron, round 2. The new and improved. Except it's Doomsday and he somehow writes poetry.
Yeah, but he's hot, right? Who needs Jimmy? I picked the serial killer over Jimmy. Jimmy was right all along, but who cares? Jimmy sucks. I want David.
Yeah. So that's it, man. Like, end credits. Like, Eternal
You could kill
has
Clark,
ended.
but you could also kill this pussy.
I gotta start a new disc, man. The final disc of season 8, man. I'm rubbing my nipples, by the way.
What is that even supposed to insinuate? Eternal?
We're getting to the tail end, baby. We're in the tail end. Get ready. We gotta get ready for awards. We gotta promote, man. Gotta promote. But we're done. Eternal wasn't so eternal, am I right? Except Chloe and Davis's love.
I guess I wouldn't really call that eternal. I'm not gonna be thinking that they're gonna survive everything because once Clark finds out, we're no longer friends. I'm not friends with you. I don't want. I'm telling Jimmy's never gonna talk to you again. I really would think Chloe would have a hard time. This is worse than anything Lana would do when it comes to keeping a guy. I don't think Lana's ever gone this far with after finding out they're a serial killer.
Yeah.
I mean, Lex, I guess you could say, like, she knows Lex is pure evil, but she still wants it.
She had a fake baby in her and she wanted it, so.
That's true, and she probably knew by a certain point it wasn't real.
Yeah, man, so Eternal's done. Chloe worst and best horror.
Way to go. You're number one villain. You're villain of the year.
Oliver, it doesn't even hold a candle to you at this point.
Oliver would have to have sex with Lois for me to put him in there at this point. If he does that, then yeah, he's up there. Now we got a running.
Dude, yeah. So, again, thank you for listening to us. We'll be back next week, episode 19. Only a few more, y'all. And then we're done.
Stiletto.
Season 8. On to season 9. Ooh.
5 stars for the 5 times Chloe did not think of Jimmy. 5 stars for the 5 times Chloe wants the beast. 5 stars for the 5 hearts that are never going to be broken because it's eternal.
So eternal.
So eternal.
Somebody Save Me podcast. 2 nerdy idiots. We're out of here. See you next week.